Hello friends, this is Vishakha Daga coming up with next round of News Simplified. Now, oil price is something which may actually decide the existence of government or not. If the oil prices go too up, it may change the government. And that's why a wise government always tries to maintain a reserve and use it in times of crisis. So here, even the US is thinking of doing the same thing, attempting to using its strategic petrol reserve in order to control the oil prices. We're going to talk about why this need has arisen when US is thinking about using a strategic petrol reserve. But before that, we will also understand what are strategic petrol reserve, from where did the idea originated, what is the significance of it. We'll also understand the correlation of strategic petrol reserve and International Energy Agency. We'll also discuss the strategic petrol reserve that are being maintained by the India. So let's discuss them one by one. Moving ahead, first of all, let's talk about news only. In news, US President Joe Biden is thinking about using the strategic petrol reserve in order to control the oil prices, because oil prices have gone a 7-year high of $85 a barrel. Remember, in India, when the price went such high, it was nearly $100 a barrel in 2014. It led to the change in government in India. And that's why it is pain for any government which is actually serving the people at that time. Why? Because petrol is used in transportation of every commodity that you're producing, any agriculture or anything you're thinking of. Since it is used in transportation, immediately cost of transportation increase, and so does the cost of commodities. And the moment cost of commodity rises, it causes inflation in the economy. And inflation is something which actually hurts the people, and people think of changing their government. And that's why government think of using the oil prices, actually controlling the oil prices. To control the oil prices in event of crisis, the idea of strategic petrol reserve came into being. Now, from where did the idea originate? The idea originated in 1973, during oil crisis of 1973. Now, what happened was, there was a war going on in between Israel and its neighboring country, right? For say Egypt and even Saudi Arabia, etc. Many Arab countries came together against Israel, which is called Yom Kippur War. Yom Kippur War, which was happening at that time. Now, many countries sided with Israel, that include US. So in order to gain a edge and actually defeat the Israel, what Arab country did was, they tried to use petrol as a weapon in order to put a pressure on this country. Now, these countries are oil and petrol dependent in order to run their economy. And Arab countries are the one who have actually petrol reserves with them, as most of the Arab countries are part of the OPEC countries. OPEC countries are basically oil producing cartel, which control the supply of oil, as well as in an indirect way control the prices as well. So they control the supply. So what they did was, in 1973, in order to gain edge or actually put a pressure on the US, which was supporting Israel, they actually cut down the supply of oil, like Saudi Arabia, etc. These are certain Arabian countries which decided to cut down the supply of oil. And as a result, when supply decreases, the prices actually rise. So the oil prices rose at that time. Now, during that crisis, during that oil embargo that was implied by the OPEC country, which was actually applied by OPEC country, it led to the inflation all over the world. Because of which, most of the countries came together and they decided they need to do something in future so that such kind of incidences does not happen. Because two oil actually shocks happened in the country. First and second, one was in 1973 and the other one is 1979. Now, as a response to it, to control the prices of the oil, to maintain energy security and price stability, your International Energy Agency came into being. Your International Energy Agency was formed. At the same time, an idea of strategic petrol reserve was given by the US leader, US head of the state. In 1973, US gave the idea of strategic petrol reserve. Now, what are strategic petrol reserve? Strategic petrol reserve is nothing but keeping a stockpile of crude oil to deal with crisis in crude oil. So a situation like this, in order to prevent a situation like this, when all of a sudden OPEC country decided to control the supply of oil production, or in case war happen or natural calamity happen. Now in such a scenario, what will happen? The supply of oil may be impacted, and for that span of time, the price of oil may go up, causing inflation in economy, causing macroeconomic instability. Now, to deal with that, they decided a strategic petrol reserve has to be created. And strategic petrol reserve is nothing but a stockpile of crude oil. Stockpile of crude oil to prevent crisis in event of war or calamity. So what you're doing is, it's like having some kind of saving. What you're doing is a kind of a saving only. So you're using money, you're using your income every day. You're getting, you're earning 50,000 or 40,000 per month. If you're spending it every day, what if sometime some member of your family becomes ill? Now you don't have money. So in order to deal with situation like that, what you do is you create a savings account for yourself. Similarly, strategic petrol reserve is a kind of a savings account of an oil where you create a reserve of at least 90-day requirement of a country according to International Energy Agency. Now, International Energy Agency required to be a member of IEA, a country need to have a 9 days of net oil import, right? If India is importing per se in 90 days nearly 100 million whatever ton or something like that, so it need to create a reserve of at least the 100 million ton, 90 days of net oil import reserve it need to create, right? So this is called strategic oil reserve, kind of creating a saving account for the oil, right? So that you can deal with a situation of crisis in here. Okay, keep in mind, many countries have created strategic strategic petrol reserve, and some have actually fulfilled their 90-day requirement as well. Some have not, like India is actually yet to meet its requirement. But the largest petrol reserve are being created by Japan, US, and China. These are the 3 countries which have the largest petrol reserve in the world right now. Okay, the petrol reserve, just keep in mind, petrol reserve are generally created in underground caves, right? Why underground caves? Because this caves has 2 kind of rocks, permeable rock and non-permeable rock. Now this is very important. If you are creating a reserve in here, like this is where you're creating a reserve, now the rocks in here need to be permeable with good porosity. They need to be permeable with good porosity. However, the rocks which are actually encircling these kind of rock should not have permeability. Why? Because in permeable rocks, the oil will settle. In permeable rocks, the oil will go inside the pores. The rocks will have good porosity and the oil will settle in these pores. However, it's actually the circle which actually encircles it should not have a permeable rock. Otherwise, what will happen is, imagine if there are set of permeable rocks in here. Take this a scenario. There are set of permeable rocks in here. So oil will travel through this set of permeable rocks, right? So the circle or the particular reserve that you're creating, that reserve need to have permeable rock with good degree of porosity, right? That means the oil can easily penetrate the pores in the soil. However, the surrounding rocks should not have permeability. Otherwise, the rocks can easily travel oil. Otherwise, the oil can easily travel from the permeable rocks to non-permeable rock. So this is one thing that you need to keep in mind. That's why underground caves are being used. The caves in which the permeable rocks are surrounded by the non-permeable rocks, creating a good reserve for the petrol, right? So this is understanding geography of it. Okay. So, other than that, just keep in mind, the stocks of petrol, it's not only kept by the government. So government keeps the stock that is being counted in the strategic petrol reserve. But when we calculate strategic petrol reserve, it is not only government stock, but also the commercial stock of refinery that is being kept in mind. Per se, what if Reliance is running its own company, and it has also maintained a reserve of oil to maintain its need. When we're calculating the strategic petrol reserve of the country, the petrol reserve of the Reliance will also be counted, right? So what, imagine if the government is keeping 67 million ton and they are keeping at least 10, then the petrol reserve of the country will be 77. Because the commercial stock of refineries or the private companies are also kept in mind, are also added in the final edition. Okay. Acha, third more important thing is even the inter-country agreement are kept in mind. Now, I give you an example of this. Per se, here is India. And India entered into agreement with Iran saying that you maintain a reserve of 5 million ton, right now 5 million ton, and in any event, you have to supply it, no matter what happened. In any event, you have to supply it. Now, this will also be calculated as a strategic petrol reserve of India. Why? Because here it is being said, in event of war and calamity, when other countries are not supplying it oil or petrol, Iran will. Because the agreement has said that Iran will have to supply the oil to India. So this is a pre-signed agreement. Now, it is because of this, the strategic petrol reserve has three kinds of category. The refineries that are being maintained by the private companies, the stock that is being maintained by the government, and the stock maintained by the foreign country under an inter-country agreement. So that creates what? A strategic petrol reserve. So I hope the strategic petrol reserve is clear to you. History of the strategic petrol reserve, what it is, in which kind of rock they are being maintained, what is the geography that you need to take care in mind. Third, what the accounts under the strategic petrol reserve of International Energy Agency. Right, now let's move ahead and understand what is the India's history of strategic petrol reserve. In order to understand the India's history of the strategic petrol reserve, the need arise in 1970 itself. Because of the rising oil prices in India, an emergency was declared in India. It was actually rising oil prices, one of the reasons, rising oil prices that created inflation. And inflation as a result was one of the biggest reasons that emergency kind of scenario happened in India, right? So, but the original idea came from the Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 1998, when he became very adamant that a strategic petrol reserve need to be created in India. So from 1998, this idea is actually under construction. Now in India, this reserve is maintained by the India Strategic Petrol Reserve Limited, which is actually under oil. This is a developmental board under Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. So Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas is maintaining this body, and which actually controls the India Strategic Petrol Reserve Limited, which maintains the strategic petrol reserves in India. Okay, keep this in mind. Also, strategic petrol reserve are kept in India under two phases. In phase 1, the 3 petrol reserves were created. One was in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam of 1.33 million ton. Other one was in Mangalore, Karnataka, Mangalore, and the third one was also in Karnataka, Padur. So Visakhapatnam, Bangalore, and Padur. This is phase 1. This is implemented so far. The amount of strategic petrol reserve we wanted to create, we have created. So far, at least 65 to 67, the MMT of the petrol reserve is being created in India. Along with that, in phase 2, we are targeting 2 more places. One is Chandikhol in Odisha. This is going to be the second phase. One we are going to construct in Chandikhol in Odisha. Other one is again in Karnataka, Padur or Udupi. Padur or Udupi, keep both in mind. So 2 are in Karnataka, Padur and Mangalore, which was in phase 1. Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh was also in phase 1. Again, in phase 2, we are creating one in Chandikhol, Odisha, and other one in Padur, Karnataka. With that, our capacity will be, phase 1 it was 65, and phase 2 it will become 22. So overall we have capacity of 87. Now if you remember, in order to be member of International Energy Agency, one need to have the strategic, so this is not actually million ton, keep in mind this is not million ton, this is days. 65, just correct your, I'm correcting myself. 65 are number of days, like number of days in terms of petrol we are importing. So of petrol we are importing, with this strategic reserve, we can actually cover 65 days of import of oil. We can cover 65 days of import of oil in the phase 1. And in phase 2, with creation of other 2 sites, we can actually cover 22 more days of import. Overall, we can cover 87 days of net import. For International Energy Agency, we need 90 days. And India has become associate member of International Energy Agency in 2017. And recently, we are being invited to become a member of International Agency. We need to actually at least cover this target. So this is a good news for India. This is yet to happen. It has not happened so far. So we are going to look for it. What are the complications that India will suffer in this way? But for that, we'll be having different videos. Now also, keep in mind, why do we need a strategic petrol reserve? Because it actually maintains the macroeconomic stability. As I said, if the prices of petrol rises, inflation rises in the economy. And when there is inflation, it causes macroeconomic instability, often leading to political instability. As I gave the example of 1975, that it was international oil embargo and respective inflation, that in India, a situation of emergency was created. Right? So it may lead to the political crisis. Also, energy security is very important in event of crisis, because already the crisis is going all over the world. And in that scenario, you don't have petrol. So it is a very good recipe to create a disaster anywhere. So this need to be dealt with. Again, International Energy Agency membership requirement is that a country need to have the strategic reserve of at least 90 days of import. So if you're creating that, you're clearing your way to be the member of International Energy Agency, and because of which we can actually coordinate with other countries in order to control the oil prices. So this is a good news for any country. So overall, this is good news for India. So this was understanding in the strategic petrol reserve. I hope the video was clear to you. If that is the case, like and subscribe the video. If not, then put your doubts in the comment section. Thank you so much.
Current Affairs by Forum IAS is an all-in-one program that covers the dynamic aspect of the syllabus from both prelims and mains perspective. Last year, we have helped more than 100 students crack IAS with our current affairs classes.